No.
But, you know, here, this note, we maybe wanna get to that note.
We want to get there pretty
We wanna
quick.
get there as quickly as we
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
I think our next node,
And stay on track with that, yes.
What's this note right there?
That's Teddy's office.
I'll just tell you.
There's the well.
Golly.
Remember?
It's,
We can open office together and work out the bank building.
There you go.
So that's maybe, you know, like a
Priority.
priority one,
Yeah.
annexation. Maybe this is a priority two, this is a
Okay,
priority.
that'll work.
I'm not sure where city
here's,
limits.
it's right,
That's what juniors is, right?
yeah, juniors,
Was.
church,
That's
church
our-
of juniors.
So this could be we could do a priority one out here, pick up this intersection.
Where was the,
This is industrial,
going to the park, where was the
industrial.
oil,
Mhm.
proposed oil field deal? Going toward, where's that? We were talking about one a while ago, something about oil field use perhaps?
Oh, that's
that
Sunnyside.
was back
That's our
in-
Sunnyside.
Yeah.
That's Sunnyside.
It's just all company wanting to build storage and houses,
Yeah, they want to house the old people and do storage.
Oh, a man
and a
camp?
man camp. And that ain't gonna fly.
No.
And
And your annexation east is gonna be your least expensive because it's gonna merge, it's not all torn up yet.
Right.
The what?
There's not been that many mistakes made yet.
Yeah, well, and you wanna get things in as quickly as you can after they're built.
Yeah.
So you start collecting that revenue and banking it before you've got to do the maintenance on it.
Because you know, like, for example, Tractor Supply, not Tractor Supply.
Tractor City.
Tractor City, they bought land across from Bismarck,
Right,
but they left their building here.
Right.
They're not moving.
they were going to.
They were going
but-
to.
And I don't know why
But
they're
when
not.
they saw that this thing's going east also, you know, then the highway department came in, you got one more thing
Oh,
coming
that's
in.
why you're saying, okay.
And so you're gonna see more and more things happen
Oh,
like
yes.
that.
Mhm.
It's not as expensive,
Mhm.
it's not by the square foot out there, it's by the acre.
Yeah, that's true. For now.
But your land costs are tokens compared to what it is going
Mhm.
north or south.
Yeah.
See, this is helping me on the water and wastewater part.
Mhm.
What to go first? But I'm already hitting this area.
I think that's been some good discussion here, and I think we kind of worked through.
How far does your ETJ go east, Cindy?
Supposed to be 1 mile, and I believe right past the show barn,
You guys are 1 mile?
for 1 mile.
So the city limits is right there at the creek by,
Mhm.
so,
I think I just showed you that.
Right before those
Cut
pallets.
you short.
You know, the guy with
So
those
much
pallets, right before that.
It's valid.
is
That's
there
right.
ETJ?
Let's see what it is.
No. Pallets is out of our
That's the
ETJ.
key, right,
Yeah.
but
That's one
Tractor
thing.
City's right here and the guy with the pallets like that, right?
Yes,
That guy has all those copies around the trailer house,
yes.
and he burns trash in the front yard.
It's
I've been sitting there today.
It's
I mean, if just
scary.
one catches on fire,
Oh,
you
okay.
guys get nowhere to run.
Well, I said the guy with the pallets, or the,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
everybody knows the pallets.
Yeah.
So now-
His wife's a seamstress.
Really?
She's
That's a
great woman.
compliance nightmare. He's got like, how many pallets stacked up so
Oh,
many
God, I
high?
don't know, he must
Just-
have, he took 200 just in the front.
The old airport taxi.
My son wants to shoot a rattlesnake.
Oh, well, you'll find them there.
He can come shoot
Mhm.
water snakes in the tank and turtles.
It's not as exciting as shooting a rattlesnake.
Is for me.
Yeah.
And I have done them. Actually, I can beat a rattlesnake to death. It's easier than I can shoot it, because I can't hit it.
Yeah, but with our population, it's a mile.
You guys are home rule too.
We're home health
So it was a mile from the city limit.
from the city.
So I sold you short.
Oh,
So that would take it
So what
to
do
the
we do
King
for the
Hall.
next meeting?
what?
So for the next meeting, I'm gonna
Yes.
Just right, just passed it.
Cause there's Tractor City,
And
Kingdom
I'm,
Hall, and the Pound.
drawing
Yes.
a gridded
So
street
it's
view
just right
on
around
top of
the-
the basic
in the
plan.
That's what you're saying, yes, yes.
I'm going to
Yes.
identify the preliminary annexation area. And then when we get back, we're gonna refine this and look at, okay, let's make sure we have
You want this?
the full spectrum of living possibility. Right. We've got low, medium, high density residential. That we have, we pretty much, I think, knocked that out. And that we identify maybe some areas that are more commercial service and heavy industrial versus those that are really true retail generators, and some areas for kind of a small living community.
So like off 181, we could do the heavier commercial, and on 181, do the more of the retail and light industrial.
Retail needs,
Traffic.
retail needs visibility, that's what they thrive on. So keeping them as close as we can to 181 makes sense, keeping them as close as we can to 97 makes sense. And by the same token, when we're making like zoning decisions ultimately, and I can't remember if the zoning ordinance really splits out retail from commercial type uses.
It does, but it's more like a degree, I guess you could say, because business does say your grocery stores, your restaurants, and your commercial is like a higher, like a, what do you call it, more bigger degree of it.
And it
Just
usually-
short of industrial, put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I kind of graded these photos out so you get
Yeah,
a
so-
sense of, you can transition between some real light commercial and retail, some heavier retail, to, you see a lot of outdoor display and storage, to truly industrial type uses. And that's how they tend to function. So I try to split it out in that way. And that kind of feeds back into your zoning and how you, that's kind of your link between your comprehensive, your master plan, your future land use plan, and your zoning ordinance.
Kind of like our industrial park in the city.
I don't want to hear about that industrial park.
So that's,
We need to name it St. Jesse.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for crap to come out about it. It's taking too long.
And we don't have too much places to play.
too much places?
No, we
do
don't.
not.
No, we don't.
We need more parks.
Particularly when we've got the
You
river.
have,
We need more parks, but not parks in the middle of a floodplain.
Yeah.
That's why we really want to keep it.
No, you can have them.
No, I understand, but the
We don't
parks we're
want-
getting is that I don't want to have to develop it and maintain it, so I'm going to, out of the goodness of my heart, give you this 42 acres.
Well, I see what you're saying.
You know,
I got you.
so
What is so much
our
of a course to let
requirement?
us look after that?
What's the requirement for dedicated parkland? Is there one in subdivision regulations? So usually what you do is you require it, part of your subdivision regulations, and you can stipulate that no more than 50% of what's being dedicated can be within a flood hazard area. Or, you can set that toggle, no more than 60%, no more than 30%.
Because the little park that's used, Pecan Park, it's full of people all the time. It's
Yeah.
well maintained, it's well groomed,
Mhm.
has some flood area, but it's still well done. And it's, it's full.
It's a licensed park.
What's
Because of the working
sign over there on Sunnyside? It says future park.
That's a subdivision,
Oh.
it's supposed to be, Mitchell's.
It's been done for a pretty good while now.
Yeah, 20 years. 15 I know of.
So that's my plan for next time, is I'll have this gussied up and looking nice, with a road network, and then we can walk through it and move things around, and I really want to talk about transitioning between uses, different residential densities, we can prescribe that. You've got to really, I'm less concerned about you guys with offering a diverse set of housing than I am in other certain cities on the 97 corridor. For whatever reason, you guys have done a good job of keeping it diverse and having some good options, so I'm less concerned about that. I think the biggest concern for me is really that we're expanding this way against a constraint, which is the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's gonna push us into some congestion problems, and that's my biggest concern.
That's interesting.
Yeah, parallels, one of them for a long.
Yeah, for a long time, and
Yes,
that's,
I mean, yeah.
but
All the way through
that's,
Colorado.
that's an asset. I mean, that's, that means you've got a beautiful green belt that
Saying they only dumped 80,000 raw gallons of sewage in.
That's a grog out, because the first before I heard what you were talking about.
Huge.
Chris, when are we meeting again, on June 26th?
26 is what I've got. That was supposed to be our final one, but we missed one, so we'll have another one after that.
Yeah.
What day?
26, 2 weeks tonight.
I'll bring donuts.
Oh, yeah, 26.
I'll bring the beer.
Yep.
But make some good ideas.
I'll bring some lime.
Oh,
I'll bring some
more.
water.
Gelato.
Oh, it's already on my calendar.
Okay,
How
so
does it get on
I
here?
sent it to
we
you.
got the 26th.
You're special.
Yeah. Because you're old and you
It's
forget.
a new phone. It started beeping with all these appointments.
He sent me a message, told me this meeting was tomorrow.
It gets it off of my,
And we
Do
don't,
5 o'clock then?
Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget your reminder.
I will go.
That sounds great.
Today's my day timer.
Cindy, do you have anything electronically that kind of lists what the current ordinance says as far as what can go under residential versus commercial?
I have it on my computer, I have it on my files, but our server's so small that when I try to set it up, you guys, undeliverable, file too large.
What file program is it?
Adobe.
But you can do, there's a zip, you can reduce the file size of Adobe, give a full version.
I don't
oh,
know.
one that's Arlington.
If you want, I'll do it for you. Reduce the file size. Send it right out to my car.
Hold on.
Okay.
We don't have to.
I'm just saying, that's
I
what I got.
I
My
know.
computer, it's so, I got a lot of, we need to do with that thing, and a lot of updating and upgrading and all kinds
I need
of.
a new one.
I probably do, but
When did you last do bragging?
like, probably 4 years,
Oh, my
6 years ago.
goodness.
You might want to run that tonight.
Yeah.
you're right.
And, or,
But if
you
I
may
lose
want to start
anything-
on a
You
Friday,
won't lose
because it's
anything
gonna
by
take all
defrag.
week.
Yeah, defrag will probably do it.
Okay.
It just moves every.
Do you have a backup on it every night? No, here, or do you send it out somewhere?
No, it's here.
Oh, that's,
I don't know if it works, though.
I just got,
Carbonite.
I just
That
got,
box
it
that
comes in
weighs
my
like
computer.
100 pounds.
Well, it does it constantly during the day and then does a big backup at night. Then I can go off-site to get it. If someone steals my computer, he'll get it. He'll get all the information. And it's like $30 a year or something like that. Maybe 50, yeah. It's well worth it. Adjourned.
This was the best session we've had yet, guys.
Yeah,
My company.
lot of good input there, lot of good input.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of brain teasing. Thing.
It's a lot of zooming in, zooming back out, zooming in, zooming back out, changing your perspective.
Woulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah.
That's interesting how you said east though. Would it make makes sense. Duh. Right?
Yeah. You know, your dollar value going in versus $500.
Going towards the Eagle Forward.
Mhm. But even though, I mean, it makes sense with the floodplain, like you said.
Where you're getting away from the river.
Yeah. But we could use that as recreation.
Yeah.
We
We
could have
need
our Schlitterbahn out
Schlitterbahn.
there.
Right.
Dang it.
I mean, the next big real problem you have here is the seawall, almost as nothing. That the Marshall Creek that crosses, which is nothing.
Yeah.
And then next real bad is seawall. So you got 12, 14 miles.
I got one.
So y'all,
Thank
It's
you.
just the San Antonio River is not as pretty as the Guadalupe River.
But then,
The San Antonio River.
that's cool.
Oh, really, it's pretty.
No, it's been taken care of.
Well, we
You
could
can,
do it too,
Yeah,
but.
you-
Chemical.
You do the same lunch, you used to be my
so Philip, your calling is adjourned?
He's done.
I was in.
When I was-
Yep, we
It's
did.
been a.
Which one is that, River? You can send your hand.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay.
So
Now,
you-
the one other thing while we're sitting here, is you guys all asked William about this bomb thing, he wouldn't tell you, so you had to read it, so he brought it in so you could read it, all right?
Wasn't it a hoax in the end?
Yeah. And you know what else is, the Diva River Flow, whatever, something like that, comes up with it, but that's, it's pretty too. It's beautiful.
William, I went on to school yesterday to
Soil texture.
read the Wilson County News, because I got an email, wouldn't download. There was no download button, you know, normally it says download,
They own the fall.
I didn't even.
nothing on there this time.
Talk
And,
talk to
and you
Kristen.
go there.
Kristen?
Real pretty.
Yeah, she's the webmaster,
Okay.
so she knows exactly
You know, it'd be nice, you know.
what to do in that
Well, you
regard.
ain't no spurs, are you?
Well, Sarah's trying